They don't execute these types of search warrants until they believe they have an ironclad case.
Put no padlock on my house. Ain't nobody never took no car. I still own all my houses. Still own all my cars.
Respect.
Still got all my faculties. Still sharp. Still smart.
Floyd Mayweather has made a lot of money in his career. It appears he also owes a lot of money too. The boxer apparently owes $22.2 million in taxes from 2015. According to ESPN, the tax balance was unpaid as recently as March 6th.
Greatest boxers of all time has not only been a dominant force in the ring, but also a polarizing figure outside it. His flashy lifestyle, wealth and controversies have consistently kept him in the spotlight. But in 2025, a new chapter unfolded in the life of the boxing legend that has captivated the public's attention. The FBI, in a series of investigations, allegedly exposed evidence that some believe could finally bring a potential end to Mayweather's reign of fame and fortune. As this new evidence came to light, Mayweather's response went viral, sparking debates, controversy, and intrigue across the globe.
What I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street, anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
Before diving into the FBI's investigation and the explosive new evidence, it's important to understand the background of Floyd Mayweather. Jr., a man whose rise to fame is as complex as the controversies that surround him. Born in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Mayweather turned professional in 1996 and quickly rose through the ranks to become one of boxing's greatest fighters. With an undefeated record, razor-sharp technique, and unmatched ring IQ, he cemented his legacy as one of the sport's all-time legends. Yet despite his dominance in the ring, Mayweather's life outside of boxing has often been mired in controversy. Known for flaunting his immense wealth and extravagant lifestyle, he drew both admiration and criticism from the public. Legal troubles frequently followed, including multiple allegations of domestic violence and a series of questionable business ventures. Still, his ability to generate staggering revenue from high-profile fights made him one of the richest athletes in history. Over time, however, his financial empire has come under increased scrutiny. And now, with federal authorities investigating deeper into his affairs, Mayweather's offering legacy faces its most serious threat yet.
People hate consistency when it comes to teams that you don't like and not a fan of, and they constantly win all the time. The Patriots went through the same thing. Small example, I'm gonna just take boxing for instance.
Right.
Floyd.
Yes.
Everybody loved when Floyd was winning early in his career.
Yes.
But when he kept winning,
Yes.
he became the villain.
Yes.
And then everybody paying in and tuning in to see him lose.
Right.
That's it.
Yes.
He became the villain.
The tipping point in Floyd. Mayweather Jr.'s ongoing controversy came when the FBI officially launched a sweeping investigation into his financial dealings, business practices, and alleged ties to organized crime. Over several months, federal agents meticulously examined various aspects of Mayweather's financial life, including his tax filings, monetary transactions, and business affiliations. What began as routine financial scrutiny quickly evolved into a deeper probe as investigators uncovered a troubling pattern of irregularities dating back over a decade. though Mayweather amassed a staggering fortune through his undefeated boxing career and high-profile bouts, the way that wealth was managed raised serious red flags. Central to the investigation were suspicious financial movements involving large sums of money, some of which were allegedly funneled through offshore accounts in jurisdictions known for financial secrecy. These accounts were linked to entities with suspected ties to criminal organizations, further complicating Mayweather's legal standing. One of the most alarming findings was the discovery of multiple offshore bank accounts reportedly used to conceal substantial portions of his income. Forensic accountants working with the FBI also uncovered glaring inconsistencies in his tax returns, suggesting deliberate tax evasion, possibly amounting to millions of dollars. These findings have significantly intensified the investigation, casting a dark cloud over Mayweather's financial empire.
How much money do you have in your bank account?
Which account? Which bank?
You have more than one account?
Absolutely.
I don't even have one account. Give me the amount of money you have in one of your accounts.
200 million? 300 million?
Dollars?
Yeah, in different accounts.
Stephen A. Smith didn't mince words. I've seen the documents. I've spoken to the people. I'm telling you all, Floyd Mayweather is in serious trouble, he declared, locking eyes with the camera in his signature no-nonsense style. Smith went on to reveal a series of disturbing developments surrounding the boxing legend's financial situation. According to Smith, Mayweather is currently facing a multi-million-dollar lien from the IRS, has taken out substantial loans against several of his luxury properties, and is reportedly behind on years of unpaid taxes. To make matters worse, many of Mayweather's business ventures have collapsed, and he's now the target of multiple lawsuits filed by disgruntled investors. The most startling revelation? Mayweather has allegedly begun quietly liquidating assets, offloading rare luxury vehicles, designer watches, and high-end jewelry, in what appears to be a frantic effort to cover his growing debts. Smith stressed how this shift in behavior is telling. You don't go from bragging about spending $1.4 million in one day to suddenly going radio silent about your wealth unless something's seriously wrong, he said. The once flamboyant boxer, famous for flaunting his riches on social media, has now gone quiet, raising questions about whether the persona he projected was built on a shaky financial foundation. Mayweather's trouble with the IRS isn't new. In 2017, he made headlines for petitioning to delay a massive tax payment from 2015, claiming liquidity issues despite raking in hundreds of millions. At the time, many saw it as a savvy financial move, but according to insiders, that was only the beginning of a much deeper financial crisis.
You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place was, people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And I go, it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. This isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match.
I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so
it's
well.
All anybody was talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring
it's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim it.
ESPN's Stephen A. Smith dropped what may be the most damning financial revelation yet in the unraveling saga of Floyd Mayweather Jr. According to official filings obtained by Smith, Mayweather owes a staggering $52 million in back taxes, accumulated over a 7-year span from 2015 to 2022. The announcement stunned both the sports world and financial analysts, not only because of the massive amount, but also because such a debt had remained hidden from the public for so long. Smith revealed that the IRS has already launched aggressive recovery efforts. Several of Mayweather's domestic bank accounts have reportedly been frozen, and a formal investigation is underway to trace the trail of his assets. This isn't just a routine audit. Sources close to the federal probe confirmed it's a full-scale operation to determine where Mayweather's wealth has gone and what can be recovered to cover his massive tax liabilities. Financial analyst Griswan weighed in, explaining just how serious the situation is. Once you owe this kind of money, the IRS doesn't just knock, they move in. They scrutinize every transaction, every account, and every asset, from cars to property to jewelry. Nothing is off limits, he said. One added that when someone crosses a certain threshold of unpaid taxes, their financial life becomes completely exposed.
There may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break until the fight, the end of August. Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, pay taxes. Usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
Exposed. Not only are their current earnings restricted, but past income, expenditures, and even gifts to friends and family are dissected. At this point, Juan said, if Mayweather spends $1, the IRS wants to know where it came from and why it didn't go to...
Eric B. will add, from Eric B. and Rakim, we were at the Mondrian. Floyd Mayweather was there. He had some tax issues. He was about to go to jail, but that's before Money Mayweather, that's Pretty Boy Floyd.
Got you.
He was speaking to E. He needed a couple of $1 million to stay out of jail. I called my man Neil, who I was rocking with heavy. He owns Scunty, the hair accessory company. Everybody thought I was crazy. They said, yo, loan me $2 million. I want to sign Floyd. He flew out, loaned me the $2 million, and from there on, we were in the...
Toward his debt. It turns everyday transactions into red flags. The image of Mayweather as an untouchable financial giant is now crumbling, revealing a reality far more precarious than anyone imagined.
The money I still got, the jewels I still got, the cars I still got, the mansions I still got. You either motivate it or you hate it. Either or, it doesn't matter. Walk with me, let's talk. I got 9 toys right here. I got the 488 Ferrari. I got the Maybach or the Maybach, whatever you want to call it. I got 7 Rolls Royces right here. I like to call it Lucky 7. So you either motivate it or you hate it. My lifestyle, Money May. I'm the money man. Remember that.